Hey, welcome back to Test Your Metal. I'm Cole, and on this video, we head to the Bitterroot Valley of Montana. We're gonna do some fly fishing, float the rivers, and try to catch some fish. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy. One of the interesting things about this drive is when you're on the Idaho side, crossing over the Bitterroots, there's usually more moisture and less snow. So in a winter, not like this winter, but in a regular winter, it'll be green and rainy on this side, and you cross over into Montana and it's snowy and snow on all the trees. I don't know exactly why, but the only thing I can think is because we're on the west side of the Bitterroot Range. The moisture coming from the ocean kind of gets dumped on this side of the mountains, and the other side it gets a little colder and freezes. There's your little fun fact for the day. Those trees across there that look brown and dead are actually called a tamarack or a western larch. In the fall, they turn golden orange, and then they lose their needles and they end up looking dead, but they're not. They're really beautiful, you know, in October time when you drive through here. It's a really cool tree, and it's actually really good firewood for burning and cooking. The Clark Fork is a pretty large river in western Montana. The Blackfoot, Bitterroot, Rock Creek, Flint Creek, and probably a few others flow into it. And then it flows west into Lake Pend Oreille in Idaho, eventually, which flows even further west into the Columbia. But the Clark Fork is a huge river. I've never fished the Clark Fork before, but I know folks who have. I know that you can catch some pretty big pike, some bass, trout, all kinds of different fish. You can imagine it holds some monsters, a river of its size. We just did a little deep dive into rivers and cubic feet per second, comparing different rivers, and the Clark Fork flows at about 20 to 25,000 cubic feet per second around Lake Pend Oreille, which is big. It's very big there. So then we started looking up other rivers. The Snake River, which is massive as well, is 50 to 60,000 cubic feet per second. Those flow into the Columbia, which is 265,000 cubic feet per second. So then we looked up some global rivers just to see. In the mid-tier range, there's some giant rivers I've never heard of that flow around 700,000 to 1,000,000 cubic feet per second. And then all the way at number one is the Amazon River. It flows at 5,500,000 cubic feet per second. The number two river, which is the Congo, is only 1.4 million. That's amazing. That is so much water. Welcome to Missoula, Montana.
The Paris of Montana.
That's right. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's about 200 elk spread out in that field. Why do you always see a lot of elk when it's not elk season? Welcome to Hamilton, Montana. Bitterroot River. I caught my first brown trout on a streamer right there. Correction, first brown trout on a streamer that I tied. Well, we made it. The dogs cannot be happier to be outside in the yard to play. Got Jacob throwing the bumper. So if you recall, brother-in-law Jacob took one of the puppies. His puppy's named Mr. Goose. There's Junebug. Poncho and Goose are over there. Bridger. Happy, happy dogs.
Good boy. How you been, bud? Huh? What's new in your world? So you had June and Poncho in the kennel together?
Yeah, at first I had Bridger and Poncho, and we stopped right when we got to Missoula and let them out. And then I switched them. I normally put him with Bridger just because Bridger keeps him calm, and I don't want him to tear up the pad, but they seem to do fine.
Look at that, son.
Really good? Good.
Uh-oh, were we just throwing it to Sonny?
First bite.
Sonny's gonna really like you. You're gonna be his favorite.
Well, what a day. We got to Montana. Got to hang out with the family for a little. Dogs have been enjoying themselves. They're going to be worn out and sleep well. And we might sit by the fire for a little, but probably call it a night a little early. We'll catch you guys in the morning. Scratch that. We're going to sit by the fire.
Oh, June bug. Whoever's on me, get off. There you go.
Good morning, everyone. Day 2 in Montana. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Got the dogs up, got them fed, and now I'm gonna go ahead and set up my fishing gear. It's been a while since I fished, and I got a new fly line I have to set up, so I'll get you guys set up so you can watch what I'm doing. Alrighty. So I got some new fly line, just some Scientific Angler, Amplitude Smooth, 6 weight. I used to have, so I guess I should explain. This is more of a floating fly line, something you could fish anything with it, but typically you're fishing dry flies. You could still fish streamers, and you're just fishing more of the surface. And I'm switching it with the sinking line I have that's made for, fishing still water or streamers where you need them to sink really quick if the water's moving. So on a fly reel, there's a couple parts. So you're not just tying your fly line directly to the reel. I suppose you could if you really wanted to, but the reason you don't, you tie it to what's called backing. So even on a normal spinning reel, you put backing on first. And backing takes up a lot of the room on the reel. A reel runs better when your fly line or your regular line is closer to the outside. It just runs smoother. So the backing takes up a lot of that extra room. You could see here, I'm almost to the backing. The backing is that chartreuse color. So right here's the backing. So that's basically what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut here and tie on our new fly line. Remember, this knot's gonna be buried under all your fly line. You really should never get to it. If you do, you want it to be strong enough, but in theory, you're never gonna make it to this. Go on. So it's sounding like we're gonna go do a float in the drift boat. Jacob and I and our wives are gonna come. So I'm just gonna get ready, get everything loaded, and we'll get going.
That's perfect. I know. Nobody else will guess. It's so hot.
This was before, like,
You need to try and stretch. Don't stretch when he gets here. That way, like at the bottom of it, there's no consequence on that. Just like you can probably put like.
That's the goal for the day. Don't go swimming and don't break anything.
Rubber legs with a bead head and a marabou tail.
That's what I thought. Okay. Oh, that sun is hot.
I think it feels nice.
Feels like that side of my face is gonna be A few shades darker red. We're listing. Dad, your dad was trying to tell me the spot that we caught all the fish last time. He said it's within the first mile, but he kind of described it, and he said we should get out there.
Okay, everybody was but the last was
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
like I'm going. I got my Dougie.
Sorry.
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Douglas.
Oh, the boat is now leaving. All right, Cole just caught a fish. I can walk down below you because it's probably going to be a pain to pull him back up. Well, a little bit. I'm not going all the way down there, but yeah.
Not bad. Stay right there. We'll make it fun.
Okay. Yeah, you can even just walk backwards. Nice fish, dude. It's a cutty. Oh, yeah, cut bow, I think. That's a slab.
Like right under the branch. You went out real easily, so I think there's a lot of room in there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Sweet. Did the fly come out? I think it did.
Oh,
How about that? First fish of 2026. Dad.
Let me get one on my phone real quick.
It's a good fish.
Yeah, it's a great fish. Okay, hold him up. Awesome. Sweet. There he goes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Is that a fish? Why does it look like it's moving? Talk, but considering.
What's happening? Why are we going that way?
The river has spoken.
I'll probably bring a tent because I don't want to have to tie Goose up all night.
Go on. Ready? Ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready? Blink. When I went out to let Goose out this morning, I closed the door and I'm like,
You could even hear him
Just like
down
that.
towards the people with the hounds.
just like that.
Just like that. Yeah, right there, that point is where we secured the boat and your dad was floating down and I had to jump back in.
Well, I've lost 4 flies already today. Out in the moon.
All right, we're going under this tree.
Okay.
So,
They got flies.
because I don't have time to not.
That is our
Because
only
I thought
choice.
you caught a fish.
Oh no.
Because I didn't have time to get around.
Yeah,
This is where we cross the river into Mike Moline's property right here.
But with the, you know, the snowpack we have, this kind of is going to be our runoff. So we got all our snow and our runoff at the same time.
Is this William?
William Nelson. Bill.
This is Bill Nelson. Well, that's all she wrote. Day 1, fly fishing 2026. We got one cutthroat, but that's it. But we'll be back to fish tomorrow. The water is a little higher. It was pretty warm yesterday and it rained. So the water, the CFS has almost doubled. You can see it's kind of milky, cloudy, but it's not terrible. So hopefully tomorrow it'll be a little better. Well, what'd you think, babe?
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was good to get out. And it's really nice weather. It actually was hot.
It was a really nice day for March.
It would have been nice to do a longer float, but I think it's 76 degrees out, so with waders and gear, it was a little warm. It felt good to wade in the cold water. But we'll fish tomorrow. We'll get them.
Or maybe we'll go this afternoon.
Yeah, who knows? We might do another float this afternoon. Well, we're back for more. We only caught one fish, so we're gonna do it again. We're gonna float the West Fork now. Do a little bit longer float. Just Jacob, my father-in-law, and I. So we'll see what we can turn up. Well, the fishing was kind of slow. Like I said, I've been sick, so I've got a pretty bad sinus headache, and I got to where it was just getting worse trying to stare at my indicator and my flies. So I put the rod down maybe 2/3 of the way down the river and just watched my brother-in-law fish. He caught a couple. He caught 3 or 4 fish, one pretty nice cutthroat, but the water's definitely moving up here on the West Fork, so I have a feeling tomorrow it's going to be moving like crazy. Sometimes it's just nice to start a fire before dinner, relax a little bit. We're having trouble getting the Traeger going. For some reason it's giving him fits and doesn't want to start. So we got the fire started, didn't we? Yeah. We're gonna sit out here and enjoy the fire and get ready for some dinner here in a bit. All right, folks, I'm gonna put the camera away for a little. We're gonna celebrate my son's birthday and have a little deer backstrap and then brownie sundaes, and then who knows, we'll probably sit by the fire, open some presents for him, but we're gonna put the camera away for all that. Well, good morning, folks. Last night was a little rough. I had a pretty bad headache and just wasn't very enjoyable, but woke up feeling pretty good today. Today was supposed to be the day that we floated and actually fished. Yesterday was, we'll just call that all extra credit. We were just practicing tying knots. But today we're gonna get everyone ready and get the boats loaded up, and we're either gonna do a long float or two short floats. The flows are even higher than yesterday. Who knows? That could could make the fishing, you know, not very good, but you never know until you try, right? So anyways, we are gonna hang out this morning, have breakfast, get everyone ready, get the boats ready, and head out for some fishing. The sapphires are cool. We'll often see herds of elk. We'll get out our binos and see herds of elk over here on the mountains. There's usually a herd of elk over on the sapphires over there, and then there's usually a herd of bison somewhere in here. You can usually get your binos and or a spotting scope and find them. Pretty cool. What do you think, Bridge? Bridger's got his rock. That's his favorite thing to do lately. When everyone's ignoring him, he gets a rock and carries it around. For anyone who owns a German short hair pointer, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Comment below if you have a short hair or another dog that carries rocks around and wants you to play with them or throw them. Well, my in-laws' house is being remodeled, so we're having to drink out of gallon jugs, so we're almost out. I'm gonna run to the store, get some, maybe pick up some snacks for the day, and then when I get back, breakfast should be ready. So are you open? How's it going? Get down. Bridger. Go on. Get down. Flowing a little more. So this is where we took out yesterday. Yesterday I was able to stand on that rock and even that one. Both of those rocks were dry and there wasn't water on them, so the water's come up at least 3-4 inches. So it's moving. So we'll see what we get done.
Like anywhere where it's backed up and not moving as much, insides of corners, that kind of thing.
Oh no.
Sounds like they've caught a few fish up there above us. We're gonna work down. I see some soft water beyond this tree, so I'm gonna work that a little bit if I can get there without going for a swim. I'm at about crotch deep water, so we'll see what we can do. Yeah, he is a chunk. Good one. There you go, Bella. Wow, that's a nice one.
Look at him twisting like that.
Uh-oh, she's down.
Got one down. She kept the fish on.
He's not fighting very much.
He's good looking. Got a pink belly.
Look at that fish.
Oh my word.
Way to go. That's the best fish of the weekend. Wow.
Don't look at that. You didn't see that.
No, he's still hooked in the mouth.
I know. We got him on the other one. Bella, you.
That's a good fish. Look at that pink belly. Well, we as a group have caught a few a few fish. It's been kind of a slow day for me. I'm having one of those days where like every other cast I'm snagging on something, which is kind of annoying. So, but we'll keep going. We'll catch something. There's like one log with some soft water, but it's still pretty pushy. It's not soft like this. You got one?
Yeah, pretty nice. Almost 20 inches.
That's awesome.
Sweet. Like a log in there that I'm definitely going to get.
That's pretty deep over there, huh, Bella? Yeah, that's a really deep hole. That's a good drift. Over there?
No.
Oh, right here.
Or even just like this inner part into here, but I was looking up at that too.
Yeah, I think so. I think like 6 feet in front of her.
But it's just cooking. Even though it looks like it slows down here, it's actually going still pretty fast. Nice.
That's a wrap. This was the best day of fishing. Worse water conditions, but the fishing was good. We did a cool.
It's a little chilly.
Yeah, it is a little breezy,
We're not bad.
but we had fun. So now we're gonna go get the truck and trailer, come back, pick the boat up, and then tonight we're going to a cool restaurant. We're stopping to get some Freddy's after church. Well, that was a fun little trip. We got some good fishing time in, did 3 different floats on 3 different sections. We caught a few fish, some cutthroats. I think we only caught cutthroats, and they were all pretty. Got to spend time with family, celebrate my son's birthday, and it was just a good trip. Good way to spend a spring weekend. So anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you could do me a favor and leave a comment, like the video, and if you like what you saw, you should subscribe, and we'll be doing some more cool things in the near future. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you, God bless, and don't forget to test your metal.